Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Watch out. Tight end right. 4 down,
6-6, pull it high.
Check 31.
And let's go.
Jones on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Move. 4 down. Check.
Big grip.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Hey, we got 4 down. 4 down. Key 26.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand. understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
50, plant.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guy who's already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
A lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kareem Martin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. To try again after the sack. Cousins, and complete, right side to Cook. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They go play action. Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
We got this.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 2, Cousins forced out to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On first down, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. On play action, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
On the ready.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 46. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Left side caught by Diggs. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A gain of 16 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Completes it right side to Dodson. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. A toss to Cook. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
You pop.
Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Jones now throwing on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Here's Jones to throw again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Throwing Jones. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spending...
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Hey, Steve Stick.
First down.
Check right 47.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that's incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. In the face.
Hey, Delta.
47's the mic.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
We don't want this. 47's the mic, 47's the mic. I'm here on
Back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Five.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running. Running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Vikings.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's one they certainly wish they had back, a loss of 8. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, it's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Cousins. Looking deep in the direction of Abdullah. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Line out. Yeah. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And
See that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check it out, Reed.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Going right back to Smallwood. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Wendell Smallwood. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. This ball complete, Jones to Ingram, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the draw, this is Barkley, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Hey, Alpha! Get it!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones over the middle, complete to Tate. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. It's our time.
Ready?
On fourth down, Jones. He's going to loft. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Alec Ogletree in on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Also 2 yards. And it's third down.
On the set.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection. That's Jones hit and the ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, Not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Let's go.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike.
Hey, Orbit. Now.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Giants on third down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? On fourth down, Jones. Now a desperation, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was their defense that really made